Hello friends, today we are going to discuss a special purpose diode, that is Schottky diode. Now what is Schottky diode? The Schottky diode is an electronic component which is used to radio frequency functions like a mixer or a detector diode. It comes useful for functions having power because of possessing low forward voltage drop that would result in power loss at the least level in comparison to the general PN junction diode. In some cases, it is sometimes addressed as the surface barrier diode or hot carrier diode. The other names of Schottky diode are barrier diode, hot electron diode, hot carrier diode, or majority carrier diode. Now this figure shows the symbol for the Schottky diode. This is the anode end, this is the cathode end, and if we compare this symbol of Schottky diode with simple PN junction diode, we see the difference lies here. In case of PN diode, this is a straight line, whereas here it is S-shaped. Now question comes, why a simple PN junction diode is not going to respond satisfactorily at higher frequencies. So as frequency increases, the action of small signal rectifier diodes begin to deteriorate. They are no longer able to switch off fast enough to produce a well-defined half-wave signal. Because of this reason, we are going to use Schottky diode. Now let us discuss how a simple PN junction diode, when it is used as a rectifier under low frequency condition and at high frequency or very high frequency conditions. Now let us start with low frequency. Now this circuit shows a simple half wave rectifier. This is the diode, PN junction diode, simple diode. This is the voltage supply, and this is the corresponding output for this low frequency signal. Now when we apply this frequency signal to this diode, the output is like this. Here we clearly see that the output is only when our diode is in forward bias state. In this case, there are no output at the reverse bias condition. So this is the ideal response in case of a simple diode when it is acting as a half wave rectifier. When diode is forward bias, then output is there. When diode is reverse bias, then there will be no output. But when same diode is used at high frequencies or very high frequencies, the response of this diode changes. So when we apply this type of signal to this diode, the corresponding output will be like this. Now in this output we get the output corresponding to a diode when it is forward bias. This is the case, this half cycle, positive half cycle, but we get some output during the negative cycle also. Now this part, which is the output corresponding to reverse bias state of the diode, this is totally undesirable, this portion or this portion. So this is how a simple diode behaves when it is used at high frequencies. If we replace this simple diode with this Schottky diode and we apply a very high frequency signal such as 300 megahertz signal to this Schottky diode, then the response of this diode will be like this. This is similar to this diode when a simple diode is applied with a low frequency signal. Similarly, here this Schottky diode, when this is applied with a very high frequency signal, the response is like this. Now in this, there is no output corresponding to the reverse bias state. So this is the ideal one. This is the at high frequency response of a Schottky diode. Now let us discuss why this simple diode behave like this under high frequency signal conditions. For this we have to see how a simple diode works. Now when we see diode under low frequency condition and under high frequency condition, we can easily find why this problem exists in case of a simple diode. Now this is a simple PN junction diode which is forward bias. Now we can see in P type semiconductor or P side of the diode, we see these are the majority carrier which are holes, and on the other side these are the electrons which are the majority carrier in case of N type material. Now when we forward bias this, we are going to connect P to the positive terminal of the battery and negative side to the N side. Now in this process the holes will try to move toward the N side of the junction. This hole, this hole, this hole, and similarly the electrons from N side will try to move towards P side of the junction. Let us, for example, this electron is moving from N side to the P side. Also this electron is moving from N side to P side. Now in forward bias condition, we can see electron moves from N side to P side and hole moves from P side to the N side. So the current direction is the direction of the holes, because electrons are flowing from this side to this side and holes are from this side to this side. So conventionally we can say the direction of hole will give you the direction of current in case of forward bias diode. Now if we assume this diode is now reverse bias, means this P type is connected to the negative terminal of the battery and this N is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Now the holes in N are now no longer minority carrier, and similarly the electrons in P are now no longer minority carriers, because we are dealing with a very high frequency. The switching is very fast, switching the on off condition. We are very quickly changing the state of this diode from on to off and from off to on. This is why, because of this barrier depletion layer, there are some charge storage. So what happens when our switching rate is very high? In that case, in P side there are some electrons which are there, and those electrons are sufficient enough to make this P having sufficient amount of electrons. So in that case, now the electrons will be no longer the minority carrier in P type. Similarly, when switching is very fast, in N type also there are some holes, and because of those holes, the holes now become considerable amount, and in this process now they are not acting as a minority carrier in N type also. So because of this, some charge is stored in this depletion portion of the PN diode in reverse bias mode. So now we can say that there is considerable amount of electrons in P type and holes in N type semiconductor when switching is very fast, means at very high frequency. Now this was not the case when this same simple diode is working under low frequencies. So we can say in reverse bias some considerable or measurable amount of current will be there which will flow in case of a reverse bias mode of a simple diode. Now if we compare the same diode under high frequency and low frequency, so in this we see that this was not the case when same diode is working under low frequency signals. In that case we can see the output was 0 when the simple diode is acting under low frequency signal. Now because we are applying high frequency, switching is very fast, so because of depletion layer, because of charge storage, there is some output in reverse bias mode also. This is why these type of diodes are not suitable under high frequency condition or under very high frequency signal conditions. Now this unwanted current flow in reverse bias mode of a simple diode is because of charge storage at the depletion layer. So if we say that if depletion layer is not present, then this problem will not be there. So due to depletion layer there is a charge storage in ordinary diode at high frequency, but this is not there in Schottky diode because one terminal is of metal, so no depletion layer, and because there is no depletion layer, so there is no problem of charge storage. So this problem can be sorted out. Now we can say the Schottky diode is a metal semiconductor diode in which one side is a metal such as gold, silver or platinum, and other side is doped silicon, typically N-type. Now we can see from this figure, this is one side of metal and the other side is of N-type material. This metal side is connected to the positive terminal and this silicon side, N-type silicon side, is connected to the negative terminal. So because one end is connected with metal and the other end is connected with the N-type material, so there will be no depletion layer. No depletion layer means there will be no charge storage, and if there is no charge storage, then that problem is going to be sorted out. So we can say because of metal on one side of the junction, the Schottky diode has no depletion layer, and no depletion layer results in no charge storage at the junction, and if there is no charge storage, therefore no problem in fast switching, that is on off at higher frequencies. So due to charge storage at junction, the normal diode take time to turn off, and that time can be termed as reverse recovery time. Here in case of shortage time, because there is no charge storage, there is no junction, so this reverse recovery time is very fast, or you can say this time is very less or almost negligible in case of Schottky diode. That is why the switching speed of this Schottky diode is very fast as compared to the simple PN junction diode. Now when we see the working of a Schottky diode, we must know that the operation relies on the principle that the electron in different materials have different potential energy. N-type semiconductor have higher potential energy than electrons of metals. Next, when these two are brought into contact, there is a flow of electron in both direction across the metal semiconductor interface. This is the metal semiconductor interface. Electron will move from metal towards n side also, and from n side to metal side also. A voltage is applied to the Schottky diode so that the metal is positive when compared to the semiconductor. This is metal is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, whereas n type is connected to the negative terminal. The voltage opposes the built-in potential and make the current flow easy. Now let us see some of the application of a Schottky diode. Now while dealing with Schottky diode, we must remember that Schottky diode is formed by joining metal with the n-type semiconductor material. So because there is metal and semiconductor interface, so there will be no depletion layer, and because of this there will be no charge storage, and because there is no charge storage, so the reverse recovery time will be almost negligible, and because of this the switching speed is very fast in case of Schottky diode. So these type of diode are very much suitable when we are dealing with very high frequency signals. So Schottky diode have been useful for industry of electronics that has spotted many applications in diode rectifiers because of its unique properties. Unique properties here I have discussed that this type of diode is having minimum or almost zero reverse recovery time because of no charge storage. Here are some of the major areas where it is widely used. First is RF mixer and the detector diode. The Schottky diode consists of its radio frequency functions owing to its switching speed. Now here switching speed is the main thing. At highest level and low frequency capability, the Schottky barrier diodes come handy for diode ring mixers with high performance. Next application is in power rectifier. The Schottky barrier diode also have function with high power as rectifier. The high density of current and voltage drop with low forward shows that the wastage of power is lesser than normal PN junction diode. Here also because of no depletion layer, no charge storage, so very high switching speed, and because of this we can use this for power rectification. Power over circuit. This diode would be useful for function where two different power supplies drive a load like a battery supply. It is important that the power coming from supply should not mix with the others. Next application is the solar cell applications. As we know, the solar cell usually linked to the batteries that are rechargeable. Mostly batteries with lead acid, since power supply must be necessary around the clock. Solar cell would not support the applied charge in reverse, and thus a diode would be used in a proportional pattern of the solar cells. Now let us discuss what are the advantages of Schottky diode over simple PN diode. Now these are some of the advantages. First, the capacitance of diode is low and the depletion region of the diode is negligible. Now because depletion layer is almost zero, so there is no charge storage, and because there is no charge storage, so the capacitance will almost be zero. Second, the reverse recovery time of the diode is very fast. Yes, this is very fast. As I have said earlier, there is no depletion layer, no charge storage, so reverse recovery time is almost negligible. That is, change from on to off state is very fast. The current density of the diode is high as depletion region is negligible. Next, the turn on voltage of diode is 0.2 to 0.3 volt, which is very low. So these are some of the advantages, and because of this advantages, this Schottky diode find wide application when we are dealing with the high frequency signals. Now let us discuss the disadvantage of this Schottky diode. The only disadvantage of Schottky diode is that the reverse saturation current of the diode is large. So this is only the disadvantage of Schottky diode, that reverse saturation current is large as compared to the simple p-n junction diode. Now let us differentiate the Schottky diode with p-n junction diode. So in case of Schottky diode, the junction is formed between n-type semiconductor and the metal plate. On the other hand, in case of p-n junction diode, the junction is formed between p-type and n-type semiconductor. Next, in case of Schottky diode, the forward voltage drop is low because there is no junction. In case of p-n junction diode, the forward voltage drop of p-n junction diode is more. The reverse recovery loss and reverse recovery time are very less in case of a Schottky diode, whereas in case of p-n junction diode, reverse recovery loss and reverse recovery time are more. In case of Schottky diode, we can say this is a unipolar device, Schottky diode, but in case of p-n junction, simple p-n junction, we can say that p-n junction diode is a bipolar device. In case of Schottky diode, the conduction of current happens only due to the movement of electrons. On the other hand, in case of p-n junction diode, the conduction of current happens due to the movement of electron in the holes. So this is a brief discussion about Schottky diode. Now let us discuss some frequently asked question on Schottky diode. Now first question is, why is there no reverse recovery time in diode? The answer is very simple. There are no stored charge because there is no depletion layer, as the metal semiconductor junction is used, due to which the switching is very fast. Next, what are the majority charge carrier in a barrier diode? No doubt those are electrons. Next, why can Schottky diode be switched off much faster than the p-n junction diode? The answer is again very simple, as there is no recombination of charges, there is no reverse recovery time, which makes switching off faster. Next is, what is reverse recovery time? Reverse recovery time of diode is defined as the time taken by the diode to regain its blocking capability. And the last is, what is blocking diode? Blocking diode is a diode used to direct the energy flow in one direction in a wire. So friends, this is a little discussion about Schottky diode. We must remember only one thing about the Schottky diode, and that is, this Schottky diode does not have any depletion layer, and because of that, the absence of depletion layer, there are no charge storage, and because there are no charge storage, so recombination will be there, no recombination will be there, and because of that, the switching speed is very fast as compared to a simple diode. So students, this is all for today's lecture. Thanks for listening my lecture. For more such informative videos, please subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Have a very nice day.